can see it when they do it properly.
Although, as we mentioned ages, they all seem to be around 15, 16 years old, so we are looking at this country's next crop of lifters. Defending Canadian champion in this class is Hardial Bhabra of Winlaw, BC. Shouldn't have a lot of trouble with 100 kilos, given his personal best is over that. It's 102 kilos.
And that's what he did last year, and you can see that he's not an old man himself. He's only 22 years of age, and in terms of lifting age, this is very young. Whoa, what a gymnastic movement that was. I'm not kidding. He just got under that weight.
Bit of recovery there by Bhabra, but he has the lead in the snatch or single motion lift. May only be temporary, because if Brent Garrett of Alberta makes the same weight, he will win the snatch because of a lighter body weight.
Brent is coached by Larry Mather in Edmonton. He's a beautiful lifter to watch. Right now, going through his mind is the technique, not how much weight there is. And you must think all the time that it's light, it's light, it's light, it's going to go in the slot. Watch it. Boom. Yes. Good technique. He's happy. Look at it.
Little room for error in the snatch, and Garrett didn't make any mistake. Now, he and Bhabra made the same lift, but lighter body weight determines that Garrett is the winner of the snatch category. Still, it's close. The two-motion lift will decide the champion. There are 122 kilos on the bar for Garrett now, and generally we expect, although, that a lifter should be able to clean and jerk easily 50 kilos or so more than he or she snatches.
Brent, this is true, but Brent is not that strong in the clean and jerk. Last year he had a lot of trouble at the Canadians. The clean is not too bad, but his problem is in the jerk. And it's not a problem of strength, it's just a matter of, I think, flexibility in the shoulders. But it looks really, really well done here. 265 pounds, like peanuts.
Garrett does it. Clean portion of the lift often drains the competitor, but he had enough left.
Strong legs. The elbows are well set under the bar. It's the legs that do all the work at this stage here. Watch the bar even bend right there. Then snap it in the slot. But he's struggling a little bit with flexibility at the very top. Look.
Hardial Bhabra now trying to keep pace with Garrett. He's going for 120 kilos, but Garrett would still have the lead on body weight. Bhabra, a 22-year-old apprentice mechanic who makes a 50-kilometer trip every day to Nelson, BC from Winlaw to work.
He's coached by Ron Gravette. And again, I'd like to reiterate at this point here that all of these young men and women that we're looking at are very small, but yet very strong. So participate. This is the key. Can he jerk it? 265 pounds. Second attempt. He's working. He's working. Can he? Yes, he's got it.
Bhabra is good at 120 kilos. He won this class last year. That was a difficult lift for him, though, Aldo.
The first part, that is the clean part of this lift, is not difficult. He has lack of shoulder flexibility. And you'll see it right here. You see the weight is so slightly in front that he has to struggle forward and just work so hard for it.
And that lift exhausted Bhabra. He and Brent Garrett now preparing for their final lifts. They have the same totals, but because he is heavier, Bhabra must lift more than Garrett.
You know how much heavier? 0.1 of a kilogram. 0.100 of a kilogram. There's Ron Gravette giving him the last little back rub, if you want, the last little piece of confidence.
Now remember, Bhabra had some trouble with 120 kilos. He made it, but it took a lot out of him. We'll find out if it was too much. Does he have enough left to make 122 and a half here?
270 pounds. Third and final attempt. This will really put pressure on Brent.
He bellowed, "Let's do it," as he stepped over the bar.
Easy clean. Oh, another struggle. He tight-roped his feet a little bit. Can he get the three white lights? Yeah.
Yes, he does. A good lift. So Bhabra has taken the lead from Garrett, and this is why.
Good solid clean. Elbows nice and high, resting on the clavicles. This is the key part of the lift for this young man. He must drive it straight up as much as possible to overcome his lack of shoulder flexibility. Look at that. His left elbow buckled a little bit, but not enough for disqualification. Temporarily in the lead.
And a new personal record for Bhabra. He came into these championships with 120 kilos as his previous best in clean and jerk. The pressure on 26-year-old Brent Garrett of Edmonton then. And the situation is simple. If he makes it, he wins the championship. If he doesn't, Bhabra does.
Last year in the 56 kilos, he succeeded with 115 on a third and final attempt. Can he do 122 in the 60 kilo class? Here he goes. Oh, again. I think his shoulder flexibility problem presented the same hassles as last year and on his initial lift. The clean is extremely well done, close to the body, good strong pull, dynamic. Now in the jerk, I think if we had a frontal view, you'd see that his feet tight-roped. You see that his feet are too close in line, and unfortunately, he lost it.
Could not make 122.5, and that leaves the Canadian Championship for Hardial Bhabra. Garrett is second, Don Taibu is third. When we return, we'll examine drug testing procedures at these Canadian Championships.
And on this Saturday afternoon, I'm Brian Williams. Welcome back, everybody, to Sports Weekend Control in Toronto. Let's update Major League Baseball. In the 7th inning in Toronto, Chicago White Sox are leading the Toronto Blue Jays.